thoughts?
Hi guys, it's Coffee Freelancer here bringing you strategies, motivation, and information for your freelancing journey as always. And today I am 62 days without any drink of alcohol, and that is going really well. And I just wanted to make a update video today, talk a little bit about the eBay store and the direction of the channel. And then I wanted to give you, is Dave Ramsey ridiculous? So today's coffee of choice is Starbucks Holiday Blend. And this has been really great. It's a Sumatra. And we actually got this around Christmas. And we are just now about out of it. But that is what I am drinking today. So, highly recommended if you haven't had it around the holidays. So the direction of this channel is changing only slightly, geared more towards strictly reselling and coffee and finance. And so I will still occasionally do a gig economy video, but it's only going to be geared more towards like gig economy news as it pertains to the economy in general. Because gigging is becoming less and less a part of my life. However, it was very helpful to transition into other things, and I still highly recommend it for a lot of folks, especially for a side gig. At any rate, that is the direction of this channel and that it's going. So I'll still be putting out gig economy news video maybe once a month or so. So the state of my eBay store, as you know, I've been reselling more seriously for about a year or so, and then more generally for a couple of years. But the state of the store right now is I have about 150 items listed, and I sell about 10 to 20 items per week. So that has been much higher in the past. And then there have been periods of time where it was quite a bit lower as well. But it is soon to be higher due to the fact that I took a new job with Farm Bureau Insurance, their branch of Farm Bureau Financial, working on the audit team. And the nice thing about that is I get Fridays completely off. So I just work Monday through Thursday. And that gives me one day a week where I can just devote to eBay, reselling music, and YouTube type things. So looking forward to that, and that is the state of the channel. And stick around to the end and I'll tell you whether I think Dave Ramsey's ridiculous. So do I actually think that Dave Ramsey and his principles are ridiculous? Absolutely not. And why did I make a video about him? Well, basically, he's just so huge in general finance with a lot of people. And you hear about him a lot with Ramsey Solutions and his radio program and internet program and all over YouTube. And just do a quick search if you want to learn more about him. But also, there's a picture of him if you don't know who he is. But the thing about him is his principles of like getting out of debt, being frugal and things like that are actually very, very helpful to people trying to do those sorts of things. If you're a person who is struggling with debt, struggling with how to manage your money, in any way, shape, or form, or if you're already decent at handling your money and you just need some general guidelines to improve, he's absolutely wonderful for that. If you're already out of debt and it's never really been a problem for you, he may not be the person for you because there's just different principles that you can do with your money once you're actually out of debt and things like that. Some people's criticisms of him are usually they feel like the people that he talks to and works with like just have so much income to work with, and thus they feel like those principles just don't apply to them. But actually, Ramsey Solutions helps people who are sometimes have lower income and sometimes just need some principles to use what little they do have to get into a better position. And so that can be very helpful for people. Couple of the concepts, well, 2 or 3 of the concepts that he really emphasizes is like having an emergency fund, just having a few months worth of expenses like put back in a savings account for when those unexpected things come up, which they always do in life. Also the concept of a debt snowball, where you start paying like your lowest debt payments first and then go to the higher ones, and then that gets you that momentum going and puts you on track to be out of debt. And then the other thing they really emphasize on their radio program is just being generally frugal. Like, you don't need an expensive car. You don't need expensive clothes and food and things like that. You just need what you need. And you focus on, maybe you buy a much older car because it's less expensive and it just gets you around, and you stop worrying about what people think about you and about the things you have. You think more on, what do I actually need, and who are my true friends? If they care about the things that I own, they're probably not great friends. And things like cooking at home, saving money, turning down your utilities, things like that. And those things I think are great, but you do hear a lot of criticism of Ramsey for those things by people that feel like they're just not in the position that he is and things like that, and so that he just doesn't understand. And the truth is, in some ways he does, because at one point he was bankrupt himself. So anyway, and there's other finance guys like Graham Stephen and other people that you can check out also on the internet to get like opposing viewpoints. And just do a quick YouTube search or Google search and you can find those opposing viewpoints and you can weigh for yourself. But I just felt like this needed to be made because of just the sheer amount of people talking about Dave Ramsey these days. And as it pertains to all these general finance topics, it applies to reselling, it applies to gig economy, it applies to all that stuff. So at any rate, thank you so much for the new folks that have been watching the channel, and I really appreciate the views and the new subs, and thank you so much for that. And stay tuned to new videos from my wife and I coming up soon. We'll be doing more thrifting for charity, and also stay tuned for just more general reselling videos from me coming up very soon. And as always, keep on drinking that coffee and keep on freelancing. Have a good day, guys.